Hi.
Live.
I think you would say hello to my little friend
Your little
right here.
friend. Uh,
Me.
uh who
No.
who's your little friend, Jeremy?
Say hello to my little friend.
No, I don't want to say hello to your little friend because I'm getting pulled over by the police. No, I'm kidding. It's just this light.
What have
This
you done this time?
I've been a bad boy.
Oh my
No,
God.
okay. Keep this PG, guys. Keep this PG. But this light is crazy, guys. Check out this light. This light has so many functionality. It's a basic normal light, and it's also RGB light, and it has all these different patterns. It's pretty awesome. So hello and welcome to Utechpia. Today we're talking about the super affordable RGB light that I've had for well over a year now. Not over a year, almost a year. When did I buy this light? I bought this in September 26th of 2019. And I've always brought this light with me to all my photo shoots, all my video shoots. I always have it in my pocket because it's so small. I literally can fit this in my pocket. It's sturdy, it's made of aluminum, battery lasts for like 3 hours. And low power, it can last like 12 hours. I can use it as I charge it with my power brick. USB-C, I can have a microphone attached to it, boom, attach that, attach it onto a little table tripod, or attach it directly on my camera. This thing is a gem. I love it. And in this video, we're gonna talk about this light and how you can get one for under 100 bucks. So Jeremy, do you use LED lights? You're looking good. Are you checking
Oh, I'm
your...
sorry. I'm myself with the new this headphone setup. I look really good with it, so I'm just
Aw,
like,
you do look good. And welcome to the stream, Jeremy. Thanks for
oh,
joining us.
thank you.
Yeah, Jeremy's our expert in-house photographer who also been shooting weddings for like 15 years, and he uses LEDs as well, right?
Yeah, while everybody is basically still doing learning off-camera flash, I already moved on to using LED long time ago.
Dang! Shots fired!
But then for the RGB LED, I think they don't have that before. It's more like a recent, I wouldn't say recent, but at least a couple years now, but
Yeah.
still, it's kind of more newish product. They could do even more. Like right now, if you see my room, back there, that burgundy is lit by RGB LED. Also, my kicker light here, also another RGB here. So basically, the RGB LED can be used for both photography as well as videography as well as streaming. So you can't really live not have one right now, honestly.
Yes. And they're so cheap, there's no excuse. Before we go on, just want to say that Mobile Gamer stopped by the stream. It says, hello, Pizza
Hey,
Stabbers.
hey, Mobile
Hello,
Gamer.
Utechpia. Hello, Mobile Gamer. Thanks for joining the stream. Make sure you like this video and thumbs up this video. And JT Studio says, we both look great. You look great too, JT Studio. We wish we could see your picture, but I'm sure you look fantastic. So thank you for stopping by
Hey,
this.
JT Studio, thank you. You don't have to praise on day rate. Just say I look good. That's fine. I mean, that's all that matters, to be honest.
And you don't need to lie. You don't need to say Jeremy looks good either.
No, don't
I
don't
mean,
lie.
we
Just
don't
say
need
the
to
truth.
lie. The
The truth
truth
out there.
sounds
The
bad.
truth is
Don't
out
say.
there.
We don't need to say the truth. Just Jeremy, JT Studio. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry for giving you a hard time. Appreciate your comment. And yes, Mobile Gamer again. Hello, you Tech Meal, and hello, Pizza Stabbers, and hello, Mobile Gamer. So sorry to interrupt you, Jeremy, but leading back to your point, I think you're right. Portable LED lights is so inexpensive right now, and it does so much in our modern day and age that it makes absolutely no sense to not have one, right?
Sorry, I hear a bump in my room, so I don't know what's going on. Hey,
bump
no
in
screaming,
your room.
so it should be fine. Yeah, like a really hard hit. But anyway,
Yep.
what was your question again? Sorry, I
We
was.
gotta say goodbye to Mobile Gamer. He's heading to school now. So have a nice day, Mobile Gamer. Have a great day at school. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Ooh, JT Studios. We'll put a picture up for sure. Yeah, let's see you. Let's see JT Studio. Yep. But in the meantime, we're gonna talk about this really cool portable RGB LED light. And my question to you, Jeremy, is like, it absolutely makes no sense to not have one of these, right? Because they're so cheap and you can do so much with them. Before, like lights was bright and dark, and then you had lights that had different color temperature. Now you have a full RGB spectrum in the palm of your hand, and it's so cheap. So cheap.
Well, technically, there's a lot of different from a photography point aspect that there's
Yeah.
different. That's light is light,
Yes.
but then how you generate the light is different. Like for example, flash, you basically just really strong one blast of
Yes.
light. That's it, right? So it requires a camera to capture, but your video won't do nothing for it, right?
Right.
And then there's constant lighting, which most of the movie scenes use, right? And then related to photography, as videographer, they have this LED panels to do that. That's continuous light. And now we have the RGB, which can do effect. Because before,
Yes.
it's only white balance,
Right.
right? Either daylight or warm,
Right.
cold or tones to
Yes.
get that white balance.
Right.
Now with RGB, you could do, you know how in a lot of movies, if they don't do those lux, they use lighting to create the scenes. That's
Yes.
that's good old day. They
Yes.
used all these different lightings, but they apply gel in front of it to create that. Now you don't need gel because
Right.
the LED can still change colors.
Yes. Oh my God!
Oh,
when,
no,
it turns, when it turns green, I disappear.
Oh,
I disappear when it turns green. That's really cool.
How-
I want to
that's
see
great.
myself turn. Ah! That's so cool.
Cool effect.
It is a cool effect, but yeah, like you have different modes here, and you can do like an SOS mode, and you can have like candlelight, just like kind of a romantic dinner flicker, and of course you can adjust the brightness too, like however bright you want, because it's this thing. Let me show you real up close. The controls here are really nice. So you always have a battery indicator. Is it focusing? Yeah, so you know how much battery you have, and then you can control the brightness, and then you can control different mode. You see, like this is lightning 1. It's kind of like a blinking light, like a bad warehouse light. I like that effect. And then let's see, do a different effect. You got blinking light 2. It blinks a little bit faster. Then you got like, what is it, cinema lighting. You got police lighting. Let me turn the brightness up so you can see the effect on my face a little bit more. See,
You're
cinema
blind
lighting.
yourself.
I am blinding myself. This is a police light. You got the ambulance light. Ambulance light is more blue, less red, right? Then you got like the fire truck, which is just red. And then you got the fast RGB. Ah, where did I go? Okay, I'm back. You get the fast RGB fading, and then you got the slow RGB fading here. And then you got the SOS, what we saw earlier. And these are the scenes like Jeremy says, right? But if you don't want scenes and you just want a constant light, you can actually adjust, like this is CCT. So you can adjust the brightness of the CCT, and you can also adjust the color balance too. Oops, I just turned it off. And the CCT, you can go from like 5600 Kelvin. Actually, you can even go up higher. You see right now, I'm at 8500 Kelvin. And then you can go all the way down to 2500 Kelvin. So even the CCT range is very big on this light. Most normal LED lights don't have this large range for CCT light. And then of course, if you go to, let's see if I can go to different mode. This is the saturation, right? So you can dial in exactly what color you want in this. Different hues. I'm sorry, the focus is not really focusing on the screen.
It's focusing on your finger.
Yeah. But yeah,
No, that's fine.
This is the HSI. So basically, I'll just show you this one. You can change like the different
you
hue
just
and
blind me.
intensity for different ones, right? HSI, different colors. You get the full spectrum. Now, the one thing I don't like about this, and I'll just have to be straightforward, is I wish there was like an iPhone app that I can dial in like exactly the color I want. But the way around that is basically easy. You just figure out the color you want, and then you get the HSI and you enter the HSI in here, and that's it.
That function is like existed, but
Yeah.
if you have that function in that light, it would not be that price.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, so this is RGB mode. I like RGB mode because this is like the standard mode that people are familiar with. You adjust the amount of R, the amount of G, and the amount of B, and you get
But
any
I
color you
know
want.
I talked to some manufacturer. I could tell you that right now for
Yeah.
the next generation. This is like the last generations.
Yeah.
The current ones and also the next generation of RGB LED.
Yeah.
They will have either remote control or mobile control to control all the lightings.
Yeah.
That's
Or-
coming. That's coming.
I mean, it would be awesome to have like a touchscreen here, like a cool, full 360 color palette, and just pick whatever color you want. But of course, again, at that kind of feature, you're not looking at $100 per light. In fact, this light also went down. When I bought this, it was like $126. Right now on Amazon, it's only $99. And it comes with a bunch of accessories too. It comes with this hot shoe mount. It comes with this hot shoe mount. This hot shoe mount is nice because it allows you to rotate and then tilt as well. Like, which is exactly what I have here, right? Sorry, let me turn off the light so it doesn't blind you guys. So like if I attach it to my camera, it can attach to a light stand or a camera. So once it's attached to a camera, you can basically move it up and down. You can turn it left and right. So you have full flexibility. right? And then plus this also, it has a little area right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. You might not see that well. Yeah, right here, you can see it.
Shoe.
Yeah, so you can actually pop this out right here and you have a horseshoe, which is perfect for your microphone. So if you have like an off-camera mic, boom, just plug it in right here, screw it in, and now you got your light and your mic all in one unit.
On top of your camera.
Yes, mount this on top of your camera and you have a full setup, shoot and go, right? Or this, even though it's a hot shoe, guess what is underneath there? You got a screw.
It's a screw. You're screwed now.
I'm screwed, which is great because I can use something like this. This is a Manfrotto Pixie stand. It's on the link down below too. I'll link to it right now. This is probably my favorite little adapter. This is so good for like impromptu camera shoot, anything. This thing is so useful for cell phone, for portable lighting, for cameras, anything. So this thing, you can just kind of screw it onto your light and boom, now you can have it as a stand. You can control it any way you like. Super, super versatile light. I love this light, Jeremy. This is so good. And the price right now, you can get this baby for $99.99. There's only 3 left in stock. Dude, how come every time we talk about a product, it's like almost out of stock?
Because you always talk about the hot products, man.
That's probably why. And I think this is a new price because it was $126 the last time I bought it. And I bought it like almost a year ago, but it's been such a good light. I've had it with me for so long. I think I never ran out of battery because I use it a lot. I use it for like 2 hours and a shoot, sometimes 2.5, and it still has enough battery to last me the whole shoot. The battery in this pack is super, super big. I think it has a huge battery. Yeah, it has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery. Super large capacity, and it uses USB-C to charge it. Oh, I remember why I don't always run out of battery, because I always carry this with me. So when I start to run low, I just plug in the USB-C and it charges while it stays on too. But if you don't charge it, you want to keep everything lightweight, at full power, you can last up to 3 hours, provided you're not in the RGB mode, you're just in the regular CCT mode. But if you use 10% power, this thing can last you over 12 hours, and it's got a great amount of angle distribution.
I think a lot of people worry about the power because unless you're doing interview with it, right?
Yes.
Then it will be long. But to be honest, pretty honest, if you're doing like professional interview, you will not using something this small. You will be something bigger panels.
But this will be good as a kick light or background light, right?
For background light, yes. But I think most of the use for this, if you're doing video, is for like short clips here and there. So you're not like keeping that light on like constantly 100%. So you could use it for a long time. And if you use it for photo too, you only need to take that one photo. That's even less.
Yeah. And with LED lights, you can work together with photography and videography, right? Because you light up your shot. The photographer can take tons of pictures without screwing up your photo with their flash, right? Because they use your optimized light. So
actually, it's better now. Before your Canon 5D, whatever, the DSLR, not mirrorless. Your shutter clicking sound, the videographer doesn't like it. No. But now with all the mirrorless, it's silent shutter, so nobody complains.
Yes.
But still, there are some people don't turn that on because I want to hear a shutter shot. So I know I click the. No. It's like, come on.
That's lame. That's lame. The quality of this light is really good too. I forgot to mention that there's a 1/4-20 thread down here as well as over here. So you can have the light in this orientation too, which is kind of nice because sometimes you want like more of a distribution this way versus distribution this way. So you can choose.
Yeah, because I have 3 steps when I do photos. For once, in the beginning I was lazy, just basically carrying that light with me in the back pocket and shooting around. You hold it in one hand. Right. Have you seen those old photographers? They have like those all-camera flash out with cable, right?
Oh yeah,
and they hold the flash this way and shoot this way.
Right? I have one of those brackets.
So I kind of do that same thing with the LED, holding it and shooting like closer portraits. And then later on, I have what you have there, right? A little hand holder. Yes. But it doesn't really go that far. But it's easier handheld pretty much. Yes. And then later on, I mount it on a monopod. So I have an assistant holding a monopod against the subject. It will be making a street light coming down. Ah,
yes, yeah. Because you have the eye perspective.
Natural. So a lot later on, a lot of pictures that it looks like natural light is not.
Ah, Yes. Actually, I would love to see some of your photo work. Wow, this light looks so nice.
You got some of my work.
Let me tone this down a little bit because it's kind of bright. This light is
kind
so freaking. This is at 6%. So I guess one disadvantage is that it's so bright that to dim it down to like really low, it's actually not that easy, because let me go down to 1%. So this is 0. This is 1%.
It's disadvantage.
Yeah, this is 1%. So I can't go lighter than this. This is not bad. I like this. I'll just leave it right here so it can power me throughout this whole video.
How are you?
Or it can light me up. Yeah. See?
Get some UV. No,
Yes.
I don't think I have UVs in there, but
Actually, I want to change the color. But before I do that, let me actually pull some of your photos so you can talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
sure.
Oh, hey, I can even just pull up. No, let me download it so that way it's a little bit more organized. Boom. All right, first photo. This one, LED. Where's the LED in this photo?
Can you guess?
Right in front, off to the left.
I've actually got 2 LED.
Oh, 2. Oh.
Yeah. So this is the situation which, if you want photo like this and it's dark and there is no light in there, you need LED. You cannot use flash. Because there's a window back there.
Reflection.
It will reflect out everything. Because there's no reflection right now because
Yes.
the LED is actually on top of the curtain. You can see that it's hitting the bright. So it basically is blocking all the light with the curtains, and it just lands those light onto the bright. And if you use a flash on this, the light's going to be all over. It's going to bounce everything. So with a constant light, small LED, this is how you know this kind of pictures. When you want to do something which is close to the window or reflective surface.
Right, you have more control, especially if they're small and portable. You can move them around, and you see what you see is what you get with LEDs, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with the flash, you don't really know until you fire the shot. And you're like, oh, the reflection is bad.
Because
So
with this type of photo, I have really good and bad experience. Like before, we tried to nail down the lightings, and we got the lighting down, but the posting picture composition is no good.
Right.
But with this, I see the light. It's basically just let it there, and it's easy. And I could treat the pose of the bride, the subject, and also the composition. So, to be honest, though, in a way, those things are more important than so-called the lighting.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get good light, but it's a boring picture. It means nothing.
And that's spoken as a true photographer like yourself, Jeremy.
That's why I like to use LED, because I don't have to worry about too much about the technical thing. I can focus on the art itself rather than like. I'm not saying the light is not art. It could be, but when I'm shooting a subject, the subject is my main.
Yes.
The lighting is supposed to complementary the subject, not the main thing. Yes, a lot of people say photography capture light. No, well, yes and no, because basically we need the light to see, but at the same time, we can't control the light. We can, but if you do it naturally, you can't. We can only control our scenery, how we compose. If we're shooting a person, we need emotions.
Right.
And lighting don't help you with no emotion. You need
no, in fact, it takes it away, because if you take too long setting up your lighting, your subject's going to be frowning because it's taking too long and they're not interested in the shoot anymore.
A lot of people have one really mistake to make is that if you're doing a commercial fashion shoot, you hire a model, they're professional, they're there like you photo.
Yes.
That's a job. When you're doing normal portrait for normal people and weddings, you understand your bride, your subject are not professional models.
No.
They're not there to let you mold them all day long to make them look good. They hire you so that you make them look good.
It's the opposite.
Not they work for you. It's the opposite.
Yes.
So you need to be quick about it.
Yes.
A lot of people don't do that. They spend too much time trying to, can you do this? Gonna take a whole hour just take one photo?
No, it's not good. Not good.
Oh.
Yes. And speaking of a photo, that was one photo. Check out this photo. Another one that Jeremy took, right?
This one need to be quick. This one is actually after midnight in Venice.
Wow.
This is a Florentine cafe, which is one of the oldest cafe in the world. I think it's the first. I don't know. I'm going to read the history again. They were closed. Yeah. But then this is then a good reason to use LED rather than flash, because this is at nighttime. When you are so dark, and basically a small light source itself can do a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
And then and this, if you can see, that's actually glass on both sides of the window.
Yep,
If you
right
do
here,
flash
right
on
here.
that, you'll see a lot of reflections too.
In fact, I think I see a little bit of your LED reflecting here, but it's so little that you don't even notice. Right? I
Yeah,
think
because
that's
all the
LED.
lighting inside have all the reflections, so it's kind of
Yeah.
mixing together.
Yeah.
But when you use a flash, you can really see it.
Yeah,
And
because flash is
also,
square and it's bright.
From a photographer point of view, if you use a flash, I get sharper image. But then again, don't be selfish, because if you look behind it, those are vintage paintings.
Oh yeah.
If you go to all the mainstream museum, no flashes. You know why? Because all your flash will damage the paintings.
Yeah.
So please, photographer, do not use your flash to take picture of paintings.
Yes.
You are destroying history. You are at fault at this point. So LED is fine right here. Same thing.
Yeah, so use of LED, like Jeremy is telling about how to actually use the light. As someone like me, I'm a gear fanatic. I like having light, so I like having good light, right? So you say light is light, and we're gonna see some more of your photos. But before we do that, do you mind if I jump and talk a little bit about technicality about how this light is so good? Cool. So I'm gonna jump really quick over to why this light is able to capture all that plus more. Because one of the things I like about this is that it's actually portable. Because when you're out taking photos, you want to be quick. You're run and gun. Like you took that photo in Florence, right? But you had a little bit of time to set up. With an LED that you can put in your pocket, like this one, like if I don't have this tripod screwed onto here, this thing can literally fit in my pocket, and it's sturdy. It's made of good quality aluminum, so you don't have to worry about scratching it up either this side or this side. And I like that it doesn't have dials, because some LED lights have dials. You put it in your pocket, all your dials get messed up. This one, you dial in exactly your setting. You can turn it off and turn it back on whenever you want, and it fits in your pocket, and it runs
Also,
really cool too.
If you need to do run and gun kind of shooting, because right now if you go to European and try to do photo shoot,
Yes.
not happening. If you have any kind of big softbox
Oh yeah.
or flash, they're gonna kick you out. But
Right.
when you walk in with your mirrorless and
Yes.
that, walk
Yeah.
in, take a picture and gone,
Boom,
nobody
boom.
cares.
Yes.
Because it's non-destructive.
It's-
Imagine you went to the Louvre and
Yeah.
you have two assistants holding two huge softbox walking
No.
around. They're gonna kick you out right there.
Yeah. Yes.
But you walk in there with just one, and then you're holding
You
this
have,
like.
you have your assistant just kind of stand and hold this. That's all you need. Your assistant just stand and hold this. And your assistant, the cool thing about holding a flash versus an LED is like when your assistant's holding a flash, they don't know how to position the light unless they're trained well. Because they can't see the result of the light. They're just like, okay, you tell them to hold
Especially
it,
if
they'll
you
hold
have
it.
to use those snoops, you know.
Yeah, you have to
can
point it
never have a
rightly.
face, right?
Right. Whereas
But
this,
that,
they can see.
anybody can hold. Just look at the light, make sure that it's
Yeah.
on the face.
Yeah.
That's
exactly. Yeah. Just make sure the light's on the face, and it's like exactly. You see what you see is what you get. And this light is so cheap. Literally $100. It does RGB and it does standard CCT from 2500 Kelvin to 8500 Kelvin. It lasts 3 hours on one single charge. You can charge it with USB-C like a power bank, or it comes with a cable, so you can charge it on any USB charging adapter, wherever you have. You got 9 light scenes, and the warranty is so good. I don't know if you guys know about the digital photo brand. They're kind of new because I just heard about them like within the last few years, but they've been doing a lot of great products, and they're good at manufacturing really solid product, high quality at a low cost. So they're pretty much beating out the competitors. And look at this, they're giving you 36 months of warranty on a light that's $100. I mean, that is a testament of how much they stand by the quality of their product. And with LEDs, there's nothing to really break, right? I mean, the LEDs are inside, you have a good aluminum shell. The battery is like a lithium ion battery that recharges forever. There's really nothing that can go wrong. You can drop this, but then that technically wouldn't be warranted because that's your fault.
I have an industrial secret that I can share.
Oh, I'm all ears.
I'm pretty sure nobody knows. If you do a little research, in the past 3-4 years, you see more LED company pops up.
Yes, I know that.
And also you will see the LED, because in the old time, LED are plastic chassis.
They're what?
Remember? The plastics.
Oh, yes.
The old LED are plastic. And then you put like AA batteries in the back. That's
Yes.
the kind of LED we're talking about.
Yeah.
But in the recent year, you see a lot of LED had aluminum body or metal bodies, right? So from what I heard from the manufacturer is that there's a lot of tripod company and light stand company who will be making that, but then those are all kind of saturated, overly saturated. So they have all this machinery to make metals, and they convert them to make
Oh,
LED chassis.
no
So
wonder.
that's why all this LED getting more and better because they move from plastic to what we have here, aluminum bodies.
Yes,
It's
yes.
much smoother, lighter, and also much higher quality. And actually, they make more money. And in the first 2 years, what I believe is that a lot of LED companies basically just buy off the rack components and put into
Yes.
the chassis. But a lot of good ones, I think, like for example, DF here, by looking at their back screen, the LED, the
Yes. This.
OLED,
Yes.
this is not the typical ones. So I've been working with LED. I know they're when I look at LED, I know they bought it off the rack because the layout of it, right? It's just off the rack. You see how when you change the mode, it has the
Yeah.
name like police mode, all that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they built it themselves because the genetic ones don't have those because there's no way they could give you names. They give you different mode.
Yeah.
So that way, when they actually build the component inside themselves rather than getting off the rack, you know that it's better quality and it works better with the light.
Yes. So they took what's out there and they kind of made it better. They made it their own product.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. This they built it themselves. That's what I'm saying.
Ah.
If
But
you could, by noticing the LCD in the back, the way they put it, because there's a couple ones that you will see all over different LED.
yes.
That means if you look at that, you know that LED is actually bought off the rack components put in
Right.
the LED.
That makes
I
sense.
mean, LED don't make LED anyway. The LED light bulb is always off the rack. They bought
Yeah. Yes.
someone
yes,
else
of course.
making. But
Of
I'm
course.
talking about the control inside.
Yes, I agree. Yes, and the functionalities here are unique to digital photos, right? Although I've seen a lot of other manufacturers have similar modes, but these modes here are really fine-tuned and they work well for what I've used. I really like the candlelight and the kind of the slow fading RGBs.
You don't have to use it a lot, but then
No.
as long as you have it with you, it's always good to have it with you. You never know
Actually,
when you need.
check this out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring back my RGB my LED light from 10 years ago. Hang on. I didn't plan on doing this, but let me grab it real quick.
Well, I have one of those with me too.
Do you? Let me see if I can quickly find
It's
mine.
not in storage already. I don't have it with me. It's in my
Oh
storage.
yes. Oh yes, here it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This used to cost me $200 for this.
What? Yeah, that's what I got too. So,
This frame is plastic. Oh my god, look how bad it sounds. It's purely plastic. The
and you
bulbs,
drop it. Oh,
Yeah.
bye.
yeah, the bulbs are plastic, and this was like $200. And the color, the RSI reproduction is terrible. You have
It's
a
a green tint, right?
magenta or green tint. It's terrible. Let me actually. I wonder if this thing still works. Let me pop in the battery. You see how bad this light is. It's still. The funny thing is, it still uses the same NPF batteries that we have these days. So let me see if this NPF battery has any juice. You can fire it up, and we'll see how bad it is. Come on, give me some juice. Give me some juice. Oh, dude, it has juice. Oh, look! It works still.
It still
But-
works.
Yeah, but you see how the color is so
Kind of greenish.
yeah, it's greenish tint. It's bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is but this cost me $200 and look how bulky it is and look how plasticky it is.
Try to fit it in your back pocket.
You can't fit this in my pocket. No way. Yeah. And like the battery it's nice that the battery is separate, but these batteries only have like what 1,000 or 2,000 milliamps. This one, the battery is built in, guys, and it's 3,300 milliamps. So much more powerful. So
No one wants
compact,
those anymore.
aluminum
Just
quality.
Throw
yeah.
that away.
Yeah, I keep this as an antique, and I show my kids or grandkids this. But we are
You know, pass
spoiled.
on to your family. Say, this is our family treasure. Pass it down generations.
Our
Say,
heirloom.
"Grandpa."
Yes. But yeah, these lights. So Digital Photo is a great brand that really focuses on good quality. Like we said, 36 months warranty. That's unheard of for a $100 product. And you can even, if you don't want to spend $100, you can get the cheaper one, the YY120, which it's literally less. It's about a little bit more than half the price, but you have what's the difference? You get the same kind of functionality. It's bicolor. Oh, this one's not RGB.
No.
Oh, forget this. Don't get this one. Are you serious? This is not RGB, guys. Why is this light even here? I guess, well, if people really don't want RGB, but this day and age, there's no reason to not get RGB. There's so much good use of it. Like, for example, you see Jeremy's background is RGB. I mean, if you have a light, you can use it as your background easily. Or kick light or anything, right? You just turn it up to the
Those
right
are my photography light. I just use it indoor,
Right.
which is perfect.
Yes, like you can just have like a little hint of color. It goes a long way. Like if you're doing a photo shoot, for example, okay, check this out. If I'm doing a photo shoot of my mouse, right? I can do like some videos of this or whatever, but add a little color to it, and you have if its focus is right, there you go. Maybe this is too much brightness. Let me hang on. I gotta demonstrate this well. I gotta sell this correctly. Okay, so you can have a product shoot of this device, right? Okay, so it's a nice mouse, great. But add a little color to it, and look.
There you go.
You have some edge shines. It looks much better, right?
Actually, it does good with video. Have you seen those product video
yeah.
that there's assistant holding a light moving around the product while the camera doesn't move, the light moves.
Oh yeah, right. Because you have an effect of the light moving over.
Yeah. See, those would be cool product video.
Yes, and this is like beautiful B-roll. And all you do is you have the camera on a tripod, you have the product on the table, and you just move the light over it. Boom!
Using the light to tell the story.
Yes, exactly. So RGB lights, right? It has so much more use than regular lights, and at the price that digital photo has this YY150, $100. You get 3-year warranty. 36 months, is that 3 years?
Why 150?
Yeah, why 150 when
Why?
you can pay 100?
Why 150?
No why 150, but why 150 for 100? It's only $100. I paid $126 for this, and I would gladly buy it again at $126, except now it's $100, so I would only pay $100. But still, I think it's worth $150. That's why it's YY 150. It should be 150, but they're selling it at a ridiculously good price. It's a good light. Ridiculous. And look, there we are live again, and there's 8 people watching us. You guys watching us, make sure you like this video, follow us for more content. Pixel Stabbers on YouTube, we talk about photography gear, photography lighting, and we have tutorials on how to take good pictures, as well as tutorial on how to edit pictures and how to define your style. Is that right, Jeremy?
Yes.
Yes, and speaking of style and photography, let's take a look at another one of your photo, because you sent me several good photos that you
Well,
took.
you asked me for LED pictures,
Light.
so I
Yeah.
sent you.
So let's look at another one. Ooh, this one is steaming hot.
What? Oh, yeah.
Steaming. Let's take a look at this one. So that's the backstory on this, and how are you using LED lights in this photo, Jeremy?
Oh, that's a feel like I'm kind of lazy when it comes to indoor or at dark. If I don't have to use a flash, I wouldn't, because using a flash requires a lot of modifier to actually make the light flattering. Direct flash just sucks.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Having an LED on top without any diffusion, it still looks good.
Oh yeah, because look, this LED is diffused by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
like OLEDs. Yeah, OLEDs. They always have the bare bulbs like this. They're not diffused, but these modern lights, they have diffusers.
Oh, yeah.
The panel is sweet. So it's soft. Look at that.
And also, the LED can actually adjust the white balance by itself. So rather than putting filters in front of a flash, because flash, you cannot adjust white balance.
No, you're
You
right.
only put filter on top of it.
To control
But
the color
LED
temperature.
can.
Yeah, color temperature gel.
Well, and also, it doesn't really matter before when live view were never invented, but now live view is invented. Every camera has live view, and having a constant light, and then also the color and the white temperature lighting. It's what you see on your LCD.
Yes,
that's important.
Yes, yeah. You want to be able to see exactly what you're taking, and you can fine tune what you want. And with LEDs and with
maximizing the live view LCD shooting using LED. If you're using flash, even you have live view, you still can't see until the flash is flash.
So you take the picture.
Some people like that. I mean, it's important, especially during daytimes or some studio shooting. But then this is not it. I mean, I could basically, that I just point one light there to do some fill light on top, matching the yellow tone where the lamp was like. That's it, pretty much it.
Yep, very nice.
Easy.
Yes, so LEDs are very versatile. You can use them anywhere you want, and they produce a nice soft light because of the diffuser, and they're flexible. They're small and easy to move
And not to
around.
mention one thing
Yeah,
that if you're using a flash, right?
yeah,
Since you only flash one time, you could do high
yes,
speed sync,
yes.
or you still can you still have a hard time trying to do a lot of different shot
Mm-hmm.
in that one moment. But
Yes.
using a LED because it's constant, I could have them just keep moving around while I'm capturing.
Mm-hmm.
I could have different emotions.
And you can keep shooting. You don't have to wait for
Keep
the
shooting.
flash to refresh.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right. So like you have the right moment, the people clear the background, and then you just crack a joke and she smiles and she's got that really
Oh yeah,
cute
just boom,
smile.
boom, boom, capture.
Boom, shoot, right? And the worst is like when you have all these great moments and you're like, oh my gosh, my flash just overheated.
Missed it. How many time that you missed it because the shot was not recycled?
A
Right?
lot, a
Happens
lot, a
all the
lot,
time.
a lot, a lot. I hate it. That's why LED has been so great. I mean, LEDs have its limitation, right? Because you have to be relatively close or you have to have a very big light. But for the time that you can use it, dude, take advantage of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see you have a backlight here. Did you use LED for your backlight too?
No, this one is actually a mix.
Okay.
So if you want to have this kind of effect, have separations, this is actually a fun way to do. It's actually very easy. Using a flash as a backlight, because when you're using a flash as a backlight, then you don't really have to be accurate about the exposure because
Yes.
it's a blast. And then
Yes.
using a LED as a fun light, you see
Yes.
how soft that light is?
Yes.
It makes her grow.
Yes.
And it's actually very easy. So basically dial down the LED until you see it's right, and then you just blast. So you
Yes.
get that separation in the back, and then you got really nice smooth lighting in the front. So
Yes.
I like to shoot portrait this way.
Yep.
It looks more natural. Using a flash, I don't like it as much, honestly.
Yeah.
I like the normal lighting because I want to pretend that there's like actually a lamp in front of her or something rather
That's-
than flash.
Right, it's more environmental fitting than having like a flash because the flash makes them pop too much. In fact, this one it pops perfectly, but it doesn't take away from the scene itself. So a good
No.
use of flash mixed with LED lights.
Because you need that backlight there for sure. Because you see how those lipo and also that merry-go-round is not that's not merry-go-round. What's it called?
Carousel. Ferris wheel.
Carousel. So there's a lot of lighting going on in the back, and if I don't have the backlight behind her for the hair, she might kind of bury in that darkness in there.
Yes, yeah, her
And
hair
with
is
the
dark.
backlight,
You're right.
yeah, dark. So you need to pop her out
Yes.
with a really powerful light.
Yes. Yeah, she would definitely
it's-
blend in with the
If it's
background.
it depends on the situation. Sometimes I use a LED for backlight too,
Mm-hmm.
but in this case, we have a lot of distance, so we could put a flash behind.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not, then sometimes I put a LED in the back, really close, like right behind her head. She just get the glow.
Right, right, yeah, and I love that effect because it's something simple, but like you can't get that effect if you're shooting with a cell phone, right? Everyone can take nice cell phone pictures, but it's like these small little touches, and knowing how to use light makes all the difference. Like I can get this photo now if I get my cell phone, maybe two of these little LED lights, have someone stand behind her, hold this, and then another one in the front. Boom, you get a professional shot off a cell phone. Just knowing how to use light is all the difference. This one is interesting. You have a reflection in the mirror, and
That is not a mirror.
it's not a mirror?
That is more like
Huh.
like some kind of billboard that has plastic guards in front,
Oh.
but it's kind of reflective. So you can see how I was so close with them. And so this is a trick that a lot of photographers use, is that when you have either a little, even it's a slightly little reflective wall, okay,
Yes.
a little sheen on the wall,
Yeah.
and you put your camera like basically against the wall at all, and go for reflection, and all you have to do is just apply a little bit of light on the subject, and it will reflect on the reflections. Don't put too much though, because you put too much light, okay,
Yes.
like a flash, that's too much. Because the lowest
Yeah.
power you can get is 128. But if you put too much light there, you will overexpose everything. You just need small amount of light, and that's where LED comes in. It's perfect.
Very
This-
nice.
Especially, you see how I have some light in the back too?
Yes.
That's naturally the light is.
Yeah.
If you're using a flash, sometimes it kills all the environmental light.
Oh, yeah.
LED actually works with environmental light.
Right. Because you just put a little bit of power. Whereas flash is actually usually overpowering.
Overkill. Total overkill.
Yes. And you got a compliment from JT Studios saying, beautiful picture.
Oh, thank you, JT. Can I call you JT?
I would agree. I would agree with JT Studios. It is a really, really nice photo you got there, Jeremy. And great technique. Thanks for sharing that little tip about having something reflective and getting your camera right close to it, and then just shining a little light on your subject, and it'll bounce off the reflection. Boom.
So
you got a wonderful
here's
shot.
another tip: is don't look at Pinterest too much. If you look at Pinterest, there are a majority of the same old, and as a human being, we all look different. You don't want to be the same old, right? We wear different T-shirts. I wear glasses. You don't. I have longer hair. You have short. So we should be all different. Don't look at Pinterest too much. Try different technique. If people are doing that, don't do that. Do something else.
Yeah, be unique. Be your own style. Have something that people say, oh, that looks like Jeremy's style. And that's very unique and that's interesting. And I would pay because there's nothing else that no one else that does photography like Jeremy, right? Otherwise, people start price shopping if you shoot just like everyone else. The only thing difference is how much does this photographer cost? How much does this photographer cost?
If you want to get into business, you want to be having a style. Otherwise, people will come to you and say, why are you charging me so much? The other guy charged half the price.
Right.
But if you have your own style, say, can they do what I do? Or will they do what I do? And that's why.
Right. I mean, that's why actors get paid so much to make Hollywood movies, right? Because no one else can do their job. And as a photographer, you should be unique. You should be the only one that can take that shot, or that is your style. They know that their shot is going to be very different from all the other shots that you've taken, but it has your style, your DNA into their photo, and that's what they're paying for. It's that unique experience that you as a photographer can deliver. So exactly, very good tip to not look at Pinterest because it's all the same and you want to be different from the rest.
Yeah, you kind of get brainwashed, like, oh, I gotta do this. No, you don't. Don't do it.
So this photo is interesting. I feel like she's kind of tensed up. She's like in a tense mood. What's going on here? What is the premise of this photo?
That's like a whole editorial story that I shot, but the way I shot is actually the interesting part. This is shot with a very expensive flash.
Oh.
It's a Profoto B10.
Ooh.
But I did not use the flash function because B10 has a mono light function.
You use the LED, the weak LED modeling light, and then use that as the main key light.
Here is this like a really old vintage apartment-ish. You can see the wall. And there's no, this is like a stairway up there.
Right,
and there's no light. It's like very dim is like almost at the darkness light. And the B10 is actually using the flash power as overkill in there. Overkill. Because when it's overkill, it actually broke out the wall. I don't want that.
Wow.
I just want the light on the face of the subject.
Right.
And made a little just bright in the wall. So I found that using flash here, it just, too much. So I just, can you turn on the flash, just aim the monolight on the face and boom.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about how much light, it's about using the right amount of light for the given situation.
Because I don't want to light up the whole thing. I want to keep that mystery mood.
Yes. Like this one, like you don't even feel that there was light artificially introduced in this photo. It feels very natural.
Yeah, there's a little LED behind one of the pile, I think the lower one, to shoot up.
Behind one.
So I have a system behind. You know where you see where the statue is?
Yeah.
The one behind it, that pole.
Yeah.
So the system is actually behind that, holding an LED on them.
Oh, so this reflection here on the staircase, that's not the LED that your assistant is producing. That's
no,
natural.
that's the light from the manual down there. See that manual next to the statue? Those two lights. Those are that.
Wow, that's a bright light. And then, okay, because that light lights the front of their face, but you want something to light the side of their face too.
But you see how the goom actually can lit up.
No, yes.
So you see there's a little yellow tish on the bride and also a little yellowish on the forehead of the groom. That's the light, what the light is.
Like a little hint of light. This goes a long way.
Because that light down there actually lit up the dress a little bit on the pal, but not their face and of the body. So and the LED just need that.
Yes, and I can see your assistant just crunching up behind there and holding a little light like this. Because that's all you need. You don't want to have a big flash because then you have to worry about cleaning out the light stand or the umbrella. But with the LED, it's like, boom, Do you get the shot, Jeremy?
Imagine
Did you
if
get
it's
the
a
shot?
flash,
Yeah.
the staircase behind it will also get lit
Oh
up, which is what
yeah,
I
that's
want.
right. You want a limited range and you don't want the spill. So LED is great for that. So that's why something
And
like
then,
this is so good to fit in your pocket.
I mean, there's a
always have
technique
with
right
you.
now people
Yeah.
use. It's called the matte moth thing. You know, the honeycomb, the snoop.
Yes, the snoot.
Yeah. So they could do that too. But then I do not like the fall off. There is no fall off. Basically, just cut off.
Yes, it's harsh.
You know,
It's a hard cutoff.
harsh. I don't like it.
No, it's
people
not
make it as
natural.
a style, but that's not my style.
No, I don't like that style. I feel it's very artificial because like why is there a spotlight on them pretty much or square spotlight because it's not even naturally rounded. But yeah,
I never bought one.
you know how you make one? You just roll up your magazine.
I know.
Or a piece of
I
paper.
use a tissue comb that works too.
A tissue cone. Oh,
You know that inside the tissue.
paper towel.
towel,
yeah,
you know.
or toilet paper.
That's it. Or a magazine. Either way.
Yeah,
that all
because you know
works.
tissue comes in a box, right?
Toilet paper. How's that?
Toilet paper. Okay,
Toilet
that
paper
makes
will.
sense. Yes. All right, cool. I mean, these are great applications, but of course, a light is a light, but you want to also buy a good light. And this is a fairly good light. Probably one of the best light you can buy for $100. You can buy more powerful lights for a little bit less, but it doesn't have the same quality of this. This one is very compact, right? It is solid, so you can put this in your pocket and carry around.
This
with
is
you all
actually
the time.
even better. All
Yeah.
those light I had, they're not even RGB LED. Imagine if I got like 3 or 4 of this kind of RGB
Yes.
LED while shooting those,
Right.
and I could create different lighting, and man, the effect would be even more dramatic.
Yes, yeah, these are amazing. I mean, look at this. This is the Amazon listing. You see RGB lights everywhere, but which one do you buy? You want to buy something from a brand that has quality, that stands by with 36 months warranty, and like at least have some influencer like us, just to kind of show you how good the quality is. And I will stand by this channel, Utechpia, and Jeremy will stand by Pixel Stabbers. We don't talk about brands that we feel is mediocre. We find products that are really good quality at a very affordable cost that makes it worth our time to share with you, because otherwise go ahead, go shop on Amazon. There's tons of products, but which you choose? You want to find something that you know you can trust. And the reviews also speak for themselves, right? Like if you look at some of the reviews, sorry, go ahead, Jeremy.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like look at the reviews. I love this one. Very effective. The build quality is amazing. The only plastic part it has are the buttons besides, and that is all metal. And other than that, it's all metal body. The light output on this little thing throws a blinding, literally, it does. Like this thing is so bright, when I turn this up to full power, it was blinding me. Like this is 1%, right? Look how bright this gets. That's 100%.
Gosh.
It is blindingly bright, and this thing is so small, right? So I can't understand how this little thing throws out so much light, the reviewer says. I use it to take pictures of my test subject, the dragon skull down here. Pretty cool. And as you can see, I am getting different lighting. Also, I love the LCD on the back. It tells you your battery life, the light intensity, also the time of battery life based on how low or high the output is. So I guess this one might, this is a feature of the YY120, because the YY150 doesn't tell you the time though, because the YY150 has more complicated things to worry about, right? It has to worry about the RGB
This is
setting.
YY120. That's the way too.
Right. So that's the difference. But the YY150 has a little bit more complication, right? Depending on if you're in RGB mode or depending if you switch back to CCT mode, and it will tell you how much battery life you have left by looking just like a battery bar, like your cell phone battery bar. But it won't tell you how much hours.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier, there's so many LED out there, you don't know what to get.
Right.
Get
Right.
the one that you have in the hand that, how when the power, you have to push it for a while before you turn it on.
Oh, yes.
Get those, because
Yes.
for smaller like this, you probably put it in a backpack with pack stuff in that pocket.
Right.
Some of the old ones that you switch on, sometimes you will accidentally switch it on. So
Yes.
you want something like that so that you would not accidentally turn on the LED until you push it like more than 3 seconds or ish.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what this one does. You see, this is the power button. If I can hold it right with the right angle, right here, you can hit the button, it won't do anything, but you have to hold it and the light goes off. You can hit it and it won't turn on. right?
Exactly.
In your pocket. But if you hold it,
You want something like that.
it's on.
That's
Yes.
the type of LED we really want to get.
Yeah.
We just have a power button that you need to push for a while before it turns on and turn off.
It's perfect to put in your pocket. This thing literally, it's actually smaller than my cell phone. Look at this. It's within the size of my iPhone 11 Pro Max.
What cell phone do you have? The XL?
Yeah, the 11 Pro Max. See, it's smaller than my cell phone. If my cell phone can fit in my pocket, this can fit in my pocket. I love it. I love it. Reviews are great. Compact, long battery life. No, there's people are talking about the LL120 or YY120. I want to see reviews
Share.
Oh shoot, my bad. Yeah, I want to find a review that talks about. Oh, here, this is RGB Light, right? So I have 2 RGB lights. This reviewer says. Sammy says, an expensive one I'm not comfortable taking out of the studio, and this is exactly what I wanted, a cheaper RGB light. I love the fact that it has a hand strap loop too. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yes, there's a little loop here that you can actually put your hand strap through. And yeah, it's so cool. I didn't realize what it was before. It's hard to see, but you see this little,
this little
loop right here, and then this is the other side of it. Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can loop a little lanyard through here. Boom. Now you have a hand strap. You can carry this anywhere you want, and don't have to worry about dropping. It doesn't include a hand strap. That's very true. But that's okay because it's easy to buy a hand strap on Amazon, or you probably have hand straps around from your old cameras. So I got some strange settings. I got some strange settings compared to my other lights, but I can't fault it for that. What? Charge it up and it works. So far so good. We'll update if anything changes. I don't understand what strange settings are, but she gave it a 5 out of 5, and she says it's charged up and works and it's great so far, and no problem. So yeah, very good light. People are reviewing it for themselves. This is another YY150, right? Super happy. The purchase of the product, battery life is insane. I really do have to say, the battery life in this thing is so good. I don't even have to think about charging it because it's always full when I need it. And when I go home, I just plug it to a USB charger and it works. And if I'm on the street and I want to charge it, I always have this in my camera backpack. So when I put this back in my camera backpack, I'm already charging it while I'm on my way home. So
when actually using it, which color do you use the most?
I tend to use, it depends. On creative mode, I like to use the blue and like the warmer colors, just to give something different when we're outside in like a hallway or out in the park. We just want some different colors. So I do use red, green, and blue. I just like those basic colors, right? And then normal light, when I'm not using RGBs, I just use the white.
I always use purple or magenta.
You like purple? Purple and magenta?
It's a less obvious color because when you do that, your picture looks different because it's not normal color you see everywhere.
That's a good point. I don't use purple too much. I use blue more, but just because I feel more comfortable with blue. But that's a good point.
Blue is too sad sometimes.
Ah, purple is nice. I like
purple. Is the romantic mystery. Blue is more like cold.
Yeah, and it's usually more masculine. Purple is like kind of in between masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
Good tip. So yeah, RGB YY150 light, really cool light. And you see all these individual lights, well, they're RGBs. See, little RGB. Oh, you can't see it because it's too bright. But let me turn it down. See, you can kind of, you can't even see it because it's so freaking bright. Even with low power, it's still bright. So digital photo, this is a good brand. They make gimbal accessories and professional gimbal vests and RGB lights. I should make another video about their gimbal accessory because I really like their gimbal accessory. It works really fine with my Ronin S. I'll talk about that in the next video. And Jeremy, you can help me with that too, right? You can.
Wait, they have a gimbal?
They have a gimbal accessory.
Oh.
So they're not in the business of making gimbal, but they make Z-axis stabilizer.
I'm thinking, that new camera we're thinking about getting. I'm thinking about getting a gimbal for it.
Yeah, you can get a gimbal for it. I actually recommend the Ronin S, SC, Ronin SC. The Ronin SC. Here, I'll show you. The Ronin SC is a really good one for a small compact camera. Ronin SC.
Yeah, I don't need something that big.
Yeah, the SC is not big. The SC is a compact one.
Oh, the DJI. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, $500.
Yeah, this is a full kit, and you wait for it to be on sale. Once it is on sale, it's like $300. It's a really good gimbal, and digital photo makes a lot of accessories for it. Let me show you one real quick so as a teaser for our next video.
Teasers? You do teasers now?
A little bit teaser. Okay, let me grab it. You can talk to the audience, Jeremy. I'll be right back.
Hi, audience. Do you have any questions? No? Really? Come on, you guys have questions. Like, let's ask, how old is David? Where does he live?
No, don't tell him.
What is his phone number?
No.
His home address.
No.
You can find you. Do you want to find? Do you know where David lives? Do you want to find David? Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
DM me. DM me.
No. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, I found it.
Cool.
This is my DJI.
Oh wow, that's helpful.
Yeah, right now it's not calibrated because there's no camera on it, but normally the camera is here, and you move it around, but this is the handle. So handles like this is what digital photo makes. So I love the Z handle. We'll talk about this later because you see how it's one extra axis of stabilization?
Yeah.
Normally, if you just hold this, you have 3 axes, but this, now you have 1 more axis of stabilization as you walk.
Okay, that's nice.
It is nice. And
does it have like a, what you may call it, one of those things that you could tie it to your body?
Yes, it does that. It does that too. So basically, I already have the attachment. I'll talk about it in the next video. We'll make one whole video on the gimbal stuff that digital photo has. But
that's too big for a small pocket camera though.
This is the Ronin S. I would recommend the Ronin SC for a pocket camera, or probably something even smaller. There's probably something smaller.
I need something more small.
Yeah, but the cool thing is, the digital photo makes all these accessories. So they make accessories for big cameras and small cameras and everything as well. So digital photo.
You know where I heard
good.
digital
Good
photo
stuff.
before?
No.
I think I used them, I'll say at least 6-7 years ago.
Oh wow, so they've been around.
So I was hosting a international workshop, and I bring a lot of students to Hong Kong, China. And in Hong Kong, they have a street is like a photography accessory street. So we bought, is actually, okay, imagine B&H, right? But separate in small shops, and the price is 10 times less.
10 times less. Small shops. Wow.
So one of the day that not lecture time, but just a free time, I bought the 10 of those students go to that street, and I was kind of help them negotiating with the store owners and get some deals and all that. When they see all this like softbox, tripod, whatever, why is it so cheap? Why is it so cheap? But then, and I saw most of the brand that they make is like DF, but good stuff though. Like they're all like quality stuff, but
good quality stuff.
1/10 of the price that you can get from B&H.
Yeah, exactly. Like that Z-axis handle that I purchased, I think it's like $200. And if you want to buy a legit one from a well-known brand, I don't even think they make it. But we're looking at something. The quality is more than $200. I would say $500.
I understand the business world. The American company, they have brand, but they also the manufacturer is in China anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So, but then they have to amount the price because when they bring it back in, they gotta give a cut to the B&H, and then they have people working on the marketing. That I get that. But as a shopper, if I know where the sauce comes from and I can get it from the source, which is 1/10 of the price, I'm going to pay for your marketing budget. I don't have to pay for the dealership thing you deal with B&H, and you don't have to pay for your employee CEO money, and I could get directly the price from the manufacturer. Why not?
Exactly. I'm going to actually stop you really quick, Jeremy, because we have a question on Amazon Live from George G. So George G says, I just purchased 6 items, all eligible for free shipping. Why am I being charged for shipping? George, I don't know which item you're adding to your cart. Are you adding this particular RGB YY150 light we're talking about? Because this one is eligible for Prime. If you have Prime, they should not charge you for shipping. So let us know what items you are ordering, because you might be charged for shipping on other items, not this item. Because I think. Yeah, I really don't know, because Amazon has millions of products, right? So I don't know which product you're ordering. But
some of those products do require shipping if they ship from the third party, not directly from Amazon's warehouse. So you gotta be careful when you look at it, when you click on the item and see where they're shipping from.
Yes, but not this one because this one is fulfilled by Amazon.
Yeah, as long as you see this fulfilled by Amazon and you're a Prime member, you should have free shipping.
Yeah, you
But
should definitely get
if
free
it
shipping.
doesn't have that, that means that the company themselves, you see, is shipping them from their warehouse, their own warehouse, not Amazon's. Then they might charge you for shipping.
Yep. And
so I most of the time that if I could look for, unless there's some product that they don't have it, then I have to get it directly from them. But if I can, I will always look for something which is fulfilled by Amazon. That way I can save some shipping.
Yeah. Yes. And then JT Studio says sometimes they charge for shipping if you want the item sooner. Oh yeah, good point, JT Studio. Right. So maybe George has actually clicked on express shipping for some reason, and he didn't realize that. So George, make sure you are getting the regular shipping speed. Like the free delivery is not always the fastest. So just make sure that you select the option for free delivery. Otherwise, you will be charged for shipping. Thank you, JT. That's a very good comment. I totally forgot about that. So also,
what do you think about the EOS R5? What do you think?
So before I heard about all the overheating stuff, I thought the EOS R5 is money because it's finally a camera that has everything that a vlogger wants, as a videographer wants, in a camera.
It's still for photos
Canon.
only and short clips.
So in that regards, I'm not so excited about it. I'm a die-hard Canon shooter. I don't know if you know JT Studio, but I've been shooting Canon for the last 10 years, starting up with the Canon EOS 50, going to the 5D Mark II, 5D Mark III, the 1DS Mark III, the 1DX, the 1D4, the 1DX Mark II, and you know, I've been with Canon for a very, very, very long time. But right now, with so much competition, literally, the camera manufacturers are trying to stab each other, trying to be one step ahead of each other instead of working together. But no camera is on top, in my opinion, because of that. Because they're not working together to try to make the best camera. They're trying to make a better camera than the other one, while still withholding some features so they can milk out as much money as they can from their consumers, their buyers. Yeah. So I don't have a favorite. I wish I could, but no manufacturer has really made a camera that I really want. And also, everyone's needs are different, right, Jeremy? Whether you're shooting weddings or sports, like this is a sport camera, and I use this to shoot wedding, which is terrible for my back because this is heavy. But nowadays, you and I, Jeremy, we're doing a lot of live streaming and we're doing a lot of vlogging type of content. So we are looking potentially at the Sony ZV-1. So we don't need the crazy 4K, 8K video that the R5 has.
And then also the Fuji X-T4, just because it has those film simulation can apply to the video, so we could do less editing.
Right.
We were actually, a lot of people, nowadays people are looking into the digital medium format camera.
Yes.
I mean, sorry, mirrorless camera.
Yes.
That also have the capability to do video, because the video is the new thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, whatever your needs are, a camera is specific for that. I think the R5 tries to be a video camera first, but like you said, they end up being a photo camera still, because that's the DNA of Canon, and they have their own C200, C300 line for videography. So
I don't think Canon mirrorless is mature enough yet, because you know, when you are in the DSLR, which is digital with a mirror,
reflective lens,
with a reflective lens, you have less in there. But when you have more room, so your air vents, whatever, it's better, right?
Yeah.
But when you have a mirrorless, make it smaller, it's in a tiny space, and you have all this electronic, it do heat up, and you don't know how to deal with it, right? Your body don't know how to, you know, just kind of a computer. You have no fans in there, you're dead, pretty much, right? Same thing.
Yeah. Plus,
so I don't think that the technology is there yet.
Yeah, I mean, and all the small compact cameras, they have these fast chips recording at 6K, 8K footage. So much data getting transferred through all these silicon parts, so it has to get hot.
So, and I saw discussion on something that people try to guess what Canon's doing, because in the beginning, you know how everybody has mirrorless camera, and Canon never want to do it because they don't want to kill their DSLR line just because they have mirrorless. Now, if you look at now everyone say, okay, Canon DSLR is dead because they come with this.
Yeah.
And I think same thing is because Canon do make a lot of good video camcorders and stuff. And if they make this also can do capable of do good video, they also kill the other line.
Yes.
So that's a dilemma because you understand Canon is one company, but they have different divisions.
Yes.
They fight among each other.
They have to because each department is responsible for their own sales
Yeah,
number.
say, you cannot do that. You're gonna suck my sales numbers and all that. It's like, so they have a lot of things going on internally. So which we can do nothing about it.
Right. We need a small company like Blackmagic to really up their game and produce a perfect camera. Then all the big manufacturers has to make a competitor to that perfect camera. They just have to. But right now, all the big guys, they own the stage. It's almost like a monopoly, but the big guys aren't working together. They're working against each other, but they have the same principle of not delivering the best because everyone's just kind of delivering okay.
Well, that's why I know we're gonna do a video about this later. It will be fun. So do follow. This is about the industry stuff.
Yeah.
But a little insight is that I am a Fuji guy. I'm a Fuji X photographer, and not that they pick me, I also pick them too. And that's the reason why, because if you look at all the camera manufacturers, okay, most of them, the mainstream is the digital imaging. That's the, Brand Brothers. So they have to make money off of it. Fuji is not. The digital imaging in Fuji is only 30% of the revenues.
Right.
70% is they're doing medical stuff, which is pharmaceutical. So they're doing really good.
Yes.
So Fujifilm's digital division can basically aim high and do the best looking camera there is, and not worry about the profit.
No.
And that's why I'm with them. And that's why they're only one who making medium format mirrorless camera right now among all the other big brands.
Yeah, their medium format are sick and they're so affordable. They're literally their Fujifilm's medium format mirrorless cameras are cheaper than full frame Canon, Nikon, Sony's. It's like, but what? Blows my mind. And then if you want to use their crop sensor, Fuji's crop sensor are on par or better than Canon, Nikon, Sony's full frame. It's like, and you have the small sensors, you have smaller lenses and compact body. So Fuji is a whole different league. You got to really love photography to understand the passion that goes with the Fuji brand.
The people working in Fuji has passion about photography, not passion about making money and profit.
Right.
And that's the difference of the company. And when I buy a product, when I work for the company, that's what I'm looking for. Not how many features they have, how many discounts they have. No, I want to have a future with that company, and that's why I joined with them.
Good choice, Jeremy. Good choice. So we're gonna kind of go back and talk a little bit about LED lights because that's what the focus of this video is.
Yes.
And we're over. No worries. That's why it's good. That's why we love comments from JT Studios. That's why we love comments from George. Feel free to talk about anything. This is a live stream and we love to go off topic, but sometimes we roll it back to kind of stick with the topic of the video. That's all. So JT Studio, we hope that we answered your questions about the R5. We're going to wrap up the live stream, so we just want to wrap up the topic of the lighting just to end the video now. But stay tuned and follow us because Jeremy and we're planning to make a really cool video about the industries of photography camera gear and how they're competing against each other and what they should do for the best outcome, or more or less of that in the topic.
We also talk about the current and newest model of the camera and how we feel about that too.
Exactly.
So
just like the R5, the R6, the XC4, ZV1, talk about all those and how they compete. But in this video, we're going to kind of wrap up with the lighting. So there's no brainer, guys. Get yourself an RGB LED light because you want something like this that fits in your pocket, that's robust, sturdy, doesn't turn on and off automatically, that has 36 months of warranty. It's got good battery life. It's solid. This is a companion that I always bring with me to every photo shoot, no matter if I plan to use it or not, because sometimes you just want to pull out and get a little purple in your light in your photo. This will do it. You don't need to worry about bringing gels or finding a gel or burning through your gel because your flash is too hot, right? You just set the light and you forget it and get perfect, great lights. Really nice to have. And I also have down the link below the YY120, but that's before I realized that the YY120 is only CCT, it doesn't have RGB, so don't get that.
You get it anyway, because this is better than flashlight. It helped me a lot of time when I went on power. I basically put those on light in my house rather than flashlight.
That's true. That's true. And when my wife says, "Oh, why don't we lose power?" I said, "Don't worry. We are photographers. We have a bunch of LED lights. We're just gonna light up the whole house with our lights."
I put one in the bathroom, put one
Yes.
in the living room,
Yeah.
and that one.
I totally can relate. Yes. And the last thing that I want to just talk about, and we already hit on it, is this little thing. This little thing is a small wonder. It's not RGB light, it's not LED light, but I've had this for like 6-7 years now, and it's so simple. It's called a table tripod. Links down below. It's a Pixie mini table. Yeah, of course I bought it.
I got it as a gift.
You got it as a gift? This is a great gift too. This is a $20 gift that if anybody you know that has a camera, that they will love this. If they use their cell phone, you probably want to get a cell phone adapter on top of this. But if you don't have a cell phone,
that's in my backpack all the time.
Always, yes.
Always.
So you can attach anything. You can attach a little
you
microphone.
Attach anything with
you can attach the LED. Yeah, you can attach a tripod. Oh, and since I talked about a cell phone adapter, I have to bring this up. I know this is off topic, but Jeremy, do you have a favorite cell phone mount?
No, I just use whatever mounts I could get.
I have a really good one that I like. I forgot the brand. It's metal and it works really well. And it's not a mount. It's a tripod. Cell phone tripod mount metal. It'll come up. It'll come up.
If you type it right.
Yeah, metal tripod. Dang it, there it is. This is it. Not this one, not this one, not this one. This one, yes. This is really good. I absolutely love this one. I have several of these and I've used them all the time and they work really well with a mini table tripod like this. So let me add this link down below so you guys can check this out. Really cool little tripod adapter for...
Does this one work with really big cases with the cell phone?
It works. It works for my iPhone 11 Pro Max with a case on. Yeah, and it also goes down to small phones too. Yes. Why is it not loading? Give me one moment here. It's struggling to find the product.
No, yeah, no moment.
No moment. So the brand is Ulanzi.
Ulanzi.
Yeah. Very
Sounds
interesting
East
brand.
European.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
But they got a lot of other cool stuff. I'll add all their stuff down the list below too. But the product that I really want to show off is that stand. And let me return to the stream so I can highlight that stand for you guys. So there it is. There it is down the bottom there. And it works for 11 Pro Max, 11, big cell phones, the Note 10 with a case, without a case. And what I really like about it is that it's tension, right? So if you release the screw, it opens up by itself. You screw it down, it screws down. The ones that don't have good screws, when you release it, you still have to stretch it open. This one is spring actuated. And it works really well. And it even has
like that.
Yeah.
Mine has a spring.
Oh, it does? Yeah, but this one also has a hot shoe mount on top too. So you can even put a microphone on top.
This one can tilt.
Yeah. Yep. And you can open all the way up to 3.7 inches down to 2.6. And really good component. You see the springs there? Everything is good. Everything is good. I love these products. They have great customer service and great warranty too. I travel with them all the time.
Those are nice. Now a lot of people shoot with their cell phone, so this is pretty good.
Yeah, and then
I love the dead cat. Ha!
Oh yeah, they got everything here. All the accessories. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Jeremy, do you have anything to say before we wrap up? We talked about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, get a couple of LED. It will save your life.
Save your life? Why would it save your life?
Well, when your power's out, earthquake coming, tsunami, power down, you know, you never know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should also mention that it does come with this little bracket too. This bracket right here. This is a nice little bracket because it allows you to mount your lights in more of a suspended frame. Like
so
this.
You could tilt it?
Yeah, so you can tilt it. So this one goes to the side here. But the reason why I don't use this one is because when you use this one, you block the hot shoe mount for using the mic. But this is fancy because then now you can plug this into your camera. Whoa, I almost tripped and fell. So you plug this into your camera like this. If I can unscrew this right, Man, there we go. One-handed unscrew. That's pretty clutch. Right there. And then now you can tilt it up, down, any way you want. And then you can tighten it here. And oh, look, there's a hot shoe mount here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, cold shoe. Yes. And then, I didn't use this bracket for the, no. I didn't use this bracket for the longest time because I didn't know I can put the freaking mic right here and lock it up. Dude. Okay, so we're gonna end this video now so I can go play with this. This is gonna give me major gas.
This is even better when you like, when you bounce the light off, you can soft like bounce off the ceiling comes down and get you the more even effect.
Yes.
It works.
Yes. And it works. And then they come with this little wrench. I should actually show you how this wrench works.
Wrench.
What's it called? Allen wrench. Because quality product means you need quality tools. So everything that DF Photo comes with is really high quality, and you could tighten everything up. You see, they have these mounts here. Oh, dang it. I think this is the wrong size wrench. But don't worry, everything has really good bolts, so you can really tighten everything up. You got this. This is like a video camera now. I didn't know this mount here. This is so awesome. Oh, cool. Just making this video, there's a huge advantage for me. Now I have new love with my light. I'm having major gas right now, Jeremy. Help me. I'm having major gas.
Let it out. Since I'm not in the same room with you, just let it out.
Let it out. For all you that don't know, gas is gear acquisition syndrome. That's my problem. I'm a photographer. I think I do well. But unlike Jeremy, I'm more about the gear than the photography, which is why Jeremy and I are going to be able to tell a story together, because I talk about all the gear and Jeremy talks about how to use them or if the gear is impractical for actual use. So that's what our channel is about. UTechBia combined with Pixel Stabbers. We are photography and we talk photography. So follow us and we'll talk more about it in the next video.
Yep.
All right, guys. With that, we would love to wrap it up. So stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time. Adios, sayonara, goodbye. And
Bye-bye.
Signing out on multiple channels, so give us a moment as we end all of our streams. So many streams, stopping them all.